Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Gail Kim is a former WWE Women's Champion who wowed fans with her athleticism. While she had some success in World Wrestling Entertainment, the legend had her greatest success in TNA wrestling. In fact, Kim contributed significantly to the gradual change of women's wrestling. Thanks to her work in TNA, she and stars such as Awesome Kong helped boost the Knockouts division and showed fans that a women's division could really deliver if given a chance. In shocking and upsetting news for many, Gail was let go by TNA Wrestling in a restructuring move. Kim had made TNA her home for years and was seemingly a key figure backstage, so this surprised many. With Kim now free of her TNA obligations, Triple H should absolutely hire Gail. Not only that, but there are a handful of ways she could make an in-ring return after a year and a half or so since her last match. This article will look at 4 ways Gail can return if the game hires her. Triple H is a slow booker. He likes things to be logical and have plenty of build, so he doesn't rush stories or big moments. Some WWE fans can grow frustrated by the pacing, but overall, it is for the benefit of the stories and the stars. Gail Kim might not necessarily be brought into WWE immediately. Instead, the game may wait to have her return to television next year. More specifically, she could take part in the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match. The big bout will take place in Saudi Arabia and features some of the top stars in pro wrestling. Gail's return and the opportunity to mix it up with names such as Liv Morgan, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Bayley, among others, would be incredibly exciting. WWE Raw and SmackDown have absolutely stacked women's divisions. The stars on the 2 brands are unlike anything else in women's wrestling past or present. That said, when it comes to quality, sheer numbers, and overall attention, the NXT women's division is the best in the world. WWE has put together a roster featuring names such as Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, Zaria, Sol Ruca, Roxanne Perez, Thea Hale, Tatum Paxley, Jordynne Grace, and Jada Parker, among others. Given how good the NXT women's division is, Gail could look to have a retirement match on the brand. She could work with a star like Julia, a friend like Jordynne Grace, or put over a future superstar like Kalani Jordan, Jada Parker, or Sol Ruca. For a short period of time, WWE had 2 Battle Royals at WrestleMania. One was the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and the other was the Women's Battle Royal. 2 in one night, however, was a bit much. In an odd move, however, once WWE WrestleMania became a 2-night event, both Battle Royals were removed from the card. The men's bout has become a staple on the Friday night SmackDown before WrestleMania, while the Women's Battle Royal has sadly disappeared altogether. Come WrestleMania weekend, the Women's Battle Royal could return. The 2 matches could be placed on each night of WrestleMania, or the women's bout could be on the Raw after WrestleMania. Regardless of how it returns, Gail could show up in the bout. This would give her a major spotlight, perhaps at the biggest event of the year. WWE Evolution was a special premium live event. It was the first, and so far only, all women's PLE in the history of the company. Names such as Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Lita, Sasha Banks, and various others competed on the card. While it has been over half a decade since, and a second evolution is yet to take place, there has been speculation that the PLE could return this year. If it does, this could be where Gail Kim returns to WWE. As noted, Gail played a big role in revolutionizing women's wrestling, so we're better for her to return than at Evolution. Kim could have a dream match with a big name such as Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, or Becky Lynch. Alternatively, she could be in a tag team match if she doesn't feel ready for such a big spotlight. Gail Kim, a legendary figure in women's wrestling, made a significant impact in WWE during her initial run, before moving on to become one of the top stars in TNA, now Impact Wrestling. Since her departure from WWE, Kim has remained an influential voice in the wrestling industry, with many fans hoping for her return to the company. While Kim's tenure in WWE was brief, her legacy has continued to grow, and her potential return could take a variety of exciting directions. Here are 4 ways that Gail Kim could make her WWE return. ############################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################################### One of the most thrilling and unexpected ways for Gail Kim to return to WWE would be as a surprise entrant in one of WWE's most iconic matches, the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble has long been a platform for shocking returns, and having Kim make her surprise entry would not only generate massive excitement from fans, but also provide a storyline of empowerment, showcasing her as a seasoned veteran returning to reclaim her place in the spotlight. Kim, known for her athleticism and technical wrestling skills, would add a level of intensity to the match. She has already proven herself in high-stakes battle royals during her time in Impact Wrestling, where she often delivered strong performances in their multi-woman matches. Imagine her showing up in the Royal Rumble, receiving a huge ovation from the crowd, and potentially eliminating some of WWE's top women's division stars. This could reignite her career in WWE, leading to a compelling storyline that could culminate in her challenging for a championship, or even participating in a high-profile feud. Moreover, a return at the Royal Rumble would allow Kim to be involved in WWE's biggest annual event, offering a perfect opportunity to be integrated into the mainstream spotlight without requiring a full-time commitment. She could make an impact as a part-time performer, generating buzz while remaining a significant player in the company. #2. Is a mentor to the new generation of women wrestlers. Another compelling way for Gail Kim to return to WWE is as a mentor or coach to the new generation of women's wrestlers. WWE's women's division has evolved significantly over the years, and with stars like Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Sasha Banks leading the charge, there's a growing need for veterans to help mentor and guide the newer talent. Gail Kim, with her experience and insight, would be the perfect candidate to step into this role. Kim could be introduced as a trainer or advisor on WWE programming, perhaps even as part of a storyline where she's tasked with training a group of promising but underdeveloped stars. With her knowledge of the wrestling business, her in-ring abilities, and her reputation as a trailblazer in the women's division, she would be a valuable asset to any rising talent. This approach would allow WWE to play on the nostalgia factor while simultaneously giving Kim a meaningful role without the physical toll of wrestling on a full-time basis. Additionally, if WWE were to integrate this idea into their programming, they could build storylines around Kim nurturing new talents, creating angles where she teaches the current crop of stars how to elevate their game, setting the stage for a multi-generational wrestling rivalry. For instance, Kim could have an in-ring altercation with someone like Rhea Ripley, someone she could represent as the past of WWE's women's division, while Ripley symbolizes its future. This could lead to a match or even an ongoing mentor versus prestige story, showcasing Kim's legacy in WWE. #3. Legendary feud with Charlotte Flair. One of the most intriguing possibilities for Gail Kim's return would be an intense feud with Charlotte Flair. Flair has emerged as one of the most dominant women's wrestlers in WWE history, winning multiple championships and showcasing unmatched athleticism. On the other hand, Kim is also considered one of the most accomplished women in professional wrestling, and her time in WWE was marked by her highly technical wrestling style, which in many ways laid the foundation for the style that is now prevalent in the modern women's division. A feud between Kim and Flair would not only be an interesting contrast of styles, but would also be an emotional storyline for WWE fans. Kim could return as the underdog, reminding Flair and the WWE Universe that she was one of the original trailblazers in the women's revolution. Kim could call out Charlotte for overshadowing the legacy of earlier women's wrestlers and challenge her to a match at a big event like SummerSlam or WrestleMania. The narrative could be built around Charlotte's rise to prominence in WWE being inextricably tied to the sacrifices and groundwork laid by Kim and other women who fought for recognition in the early 2000s. Kim could claim that Flair's dominance is based on a system built on the backs of women who paved the way, and that Flair's reigns as champion come at the expense of forgotten pioneers like herself. This feud could tap into the emotions of both the WWE audience and the wrestlers themselves, creating a compelling storyline that builds to a match that could be a show stealer. While Kim may be seen as an underdog in this type of program, her role would be to show that the technical wrestling and toughness that defined her career are as relevant as ever. A highly technical match between Kim and Flair could be an instant classic and elevate Kim's place in the WWE Women's Division's lore, ensuring her legacy is cemented for the future. #4. *** a part-time role in WWE as a champion ***. Lastly, one of the most exciting possibilities for Gail Kim's return would be to bring her back as a part-time performer who competes for and wins a WWE championship, perhaps even the Women's Tag Team Championship or the SmackDown or Raw Women's Championship. This would be a full-circle moment for Kim, who has always been a competitor first. While she has expressed that she is not interested in a full-time wrestling schedule, a part-time championship run could be the perfect way to make a major statement while giving Kim an opportunity to showcase her skills in a meaningful way. Kim could return during a storyline where the division is in turmoil, with no clear contender for the championship. She could claim that the current women's champions lack the experience or pedigree to truly represent the division and challenge for the title, positioning herself as the underdog veteran who has earned her shot at glory. Her involvement in a title chase would be both an inspiration to the younger talent in the locker room and a nod to fans who have long appreciated her contributions to women's wrestling. Kim could also be paired with another wrestler in the division for a tag team run, helping to elevate the women's tag team titles, which have fluctuated in prestige over the years. A title run for Kim and a partner could add a new layer of excitement to WWE's tag team scene, with Kim's experience and presence being a strong complement to her partner's energy and drive. As the champion, Kim would provide the audience with the opportunity to see her evolve as a character in WWE, potentially closing her career on her own terms while leaving a lasting impact on the women's division. ### conclusion. Gail Kim's potential return to WWE could come in various forms, each exciting in its own right. Whether through a surprise Royal Rumble appearance, acting as a mentor to newer stars, engaging in a high-profile feud with Charlotte Flair, or capturing a championship in a part-time role, Kim's return could be a defining moment in WWE's women's division. Regardless of the approach, one thing is certain. Her involvement would not only enhance the storytelling in WWE, but would also ensure her legacy continues to thrive as one of the most influential women in professional wrestling.